Hello guys and welcome back to Math Zone. In this video, we are going to learn about the second part of coordinates geometry, which is circles. So, the first part of this topic, we are going to learn about the equation of the circle. Let's say I have a circle which radius r and coordinate of the center is a comma b. How do we find the equation of our circle? So, let's take a random coordinate. Let's take this one. Yeah, let's call it P. And we know that P lies on this circle. So let's say the coordinate is x comma y. So how do we find the relation between x, y, and our radius and also the center? So we can construct the right angle triangle from here. So we can make a right angle triangle. Okay, and then we need to find the height and also the width of this triangle. So how do we find that? So first thing first, we know that this length is y because the coordinate is y, right? And also we know that this is the b because the coordinate of our center is at b. So we can find the length of the height or the length of this is just y minus b. And also same for x because we know that this is a, right? And this one is x because the coordinate of our p is x. So that means our length is x minus a. By applying Pythagoras, we can find the equation of the circle. So a circle with center a comma b and radius r, apply the Pythagoras from this triangle. We will get x minus a square plus y minus b square equals to r square. So this is our equation of our circle. A circle with radius r and also the center a comma b, it has equation this one. Yeah, this equation will give us every point on the line because we can take any point on the line and we can make a triangle. For example, I can take this point, let's say this is Q, and this is the radius, and then you can make the right angle triangle as well. But no matter what points that you have, you will always have the same equation, which is x minus a square plus y minus b square equals to r square. This is our equation of our circle. Now, we have the second form of our equation. We call it the general form, where we need to expand this equation. So by expanding this equation, we will get x squared minus 2ax plus a square plus y squared minus 2by plus b square equals to r square. And then we rearrange a little bit, becomes x squared plus y squared minus 2ax minus 2by, and then plus a squared plus b squared minus r squared equals to 0. So this form, we call it as the general form of our circle equation. Later in the question, you need to know how to convert it back to our completed square form by doing completing the square method. Now, some useful facts that you need to solve question. The first one, if you have a circle and you have AC as our diameter, and we know that A, B, and C, all of them lie on the circumference of our circle, then if we construct the triangle, as long as AC is diameter and B lie on the circle, that means we construct a right angle triangle. And the 90 degree is at B. The second fact that we have to know is that if you have a chord is a line that cuts inside the circle. And if we create a perpendicular bisector that divides our chord into two, that means our perpendicular bisector must passes through the center of our circle. And the third one, if you have a tangent line to a circle that only touch the circle at one point, that will be perpendicular to the radius at that point. So this is tangent, and then the radius always create 90 degree. So these are three useful facts. The first one, AC diameter that will create a right angle triangle. Perpendicular bisector of any chord will passes through the center. And the third one, radius and the tangent always 90 degree or perpendicular to the radius. Now, we also can apply the concept of discriminant to determine whether the intersection of line and circle has two intersection, one or no point of intersection. So how to know this? You just need to combine the equation of a line and a circle and solve for the discriminant. If your discriminant is more than 0, means that you have two distinct solutions, or we can say two distinct point of intersection. If your discriminant is equals to 0, means that you have only one intersection. And if your discriminant is less than 0, means that you don't have point of intersection at all. Okay guys, let's solve some past paper. Here we have points A and B, 5, 2 and 10, -1. The first question, we need to find the equation of the perpendicular bisector of AB. So let's recall once again what is perpendicular bisector. So let's say I have these coordinates, and then we have A 5, 2, maybe around here. This is our A 5, 2, and B is 10, -1, maybe around here. B is 10 -1, and then you take a straight line. This is our AB. Perpendicular bisector of AB is a line that passes through the midpoint of AB and also creates 90 degree with AB. So this is our perpendicular bisector. It passes through the midpoint of AB. So to find the perpendicular bisector of AB, first thing first, the first step, you need to find the midpoint of AB. The midpoint of AB, you just need to take the average between x and y. So this is x, 5 and 10. So 5 plus 10 divided by 2. And the y coordinates, we have 2 plus -1 divided by 2. And then you'll get the midpoint is, this is 15 over 2. And this is 1 over 2. So our midpoint is 7.5 and 0.5. The second step, you need to find the gradient of our perpendicular bisector. Because we know that it is always 90 degree, first thing first, we can find the gradient of AB. So M of AB. The gradient of AB, you just need to use the formula of the gradient, which is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So let's say this is x1, y1, x2, y2. So just substitute. We get -1 minus 2 over 10 minus 5. And then we will get -3 over 5. So the gradient of the perpendicular bisector will be -1 over gradient of AB. So we will get -1 over -3 over 5. You will get 5 over 3. So the equation of the perpendicular bisector, we have the gradient. We have one point that lies on that line, so we can use the formula y minus y1 equals to m in the bracket x minus x1. So we will get y minus 0.5 equals to 5 over 3 times x minus 7.5. So this is our answer. You can simplify more, but the mark scheme stop until here. It's already correct. Now, the second one, find the equation of the circle with center A and passes through B. So if we have center A, this is our A. A is at 5,2. And then we have B, 10 minus 1. If A is a center and B lies on the circumference, means that A to B is our radius. So we can create a circle from here. So AB is the radius because A is the center. To find the equation of the circle, you need two things. The first one is the radius. And the second one is the center. But we know the center already, which is A. So the center is A, 5,2. So just need to find the radius. The radius is the distance between A to B. So we need to find the radius. So radius equals to square root of, we subtract x2 with x1. So 10 minus 5 square. Plus, we have minus 1 minus 2 square. So from here, we get 5 square plus 3 square. And then we will get square root of 25 plus 9, or square root of 34. So the radius is square root of 34, means we need to use the formula of the equation of the circle, which is x minus a square plus y minus b square equals to r square. A is the x coordinate, b is the y coordinate of our center. So just substitute x minus 5 square plus y minus 2 square equals to, if r is square root of 34, means that r square is just 34. So this is our equation of the circle. Okay guys, let's move on to the next question. Here we have a circle has equation x minus 1 square plus y plus 4 square equals to 40. And we have a line y equals to x minus 9 intersects the circle at points A and B. First question, find the coordinates of the 2 points of intersection. So, intersection, we just need to substitute the line equation to our circle. So we substitute y equals to x minus 9 into our circle. We will get x minus 1 square plus substitute y becomes x minus 9 plus 4 square equals to 40. And just solve the equation. So we'll get x minus 1 square plus x minus 5 square equals to 40. We just have to expand. We will get x square minus 2x plus 1 plus x square minus 10x plus 25 equals to 40. Here we can combine x square and x square becomes 2x square minus 2x minus 10x becomes 12x. And we have 1, 25 becomes plus 26 minus 40 equals to 0. And then we will get 2x squared minus 12x. And then we have minus 14 equals to 0. Now, from here, we can divide both sides with 2. We will get x squared minus 6x minus 7 equals to 0. After this, you just need to factorize x squared, x, and x. Minus 7 is just minus 7 plus 1. Because if we add these two numbers, you will get minus 6. So we have 2 value of x, which is x equals to 7 or x equals to negative 1. So, because we have 2 points, A and B, means that one of them must be A, one of them must be B. But the question is the coordinate, so you have to find the y value as well. You can substitute this to the circle, but it's harder. Just do the easiest one, which is substitute to the circle. Y equals to x minus 9. So just substitute y equals to 7 minus 9. This one, y equals to minus 1 minus 9. And then you will get y equals to negative 2 and minus 10. So 2 coordinates are 7 minus 2. And the second one is minus 1 minus 10. So these two are the point of intersection. The second question, find equation of the circle with the diameter AB. So we have 2 points, 7 minus 2 and minus 1 minus 10. Yeah, we don't need to know which one is A, which one is B, but we need to calculate the diameter. So let's look at what happened here first. So 7 minus 2 is around here. Let's call it A. And minus 1 minus 10. So it's around here. This is our B. So AB is the diameter. Means that in the middle is the center. And then we just need to draw the circle from here. Now, because we know that the diameter of AB is the diameter, means that the midpoint of AB is our center of the circle. So to find the center, you just need to find the midpoint. So the center is the x value, take the average, 7 minus 1 divided by 2. And the y value, you also take the average, which is minus 2 minus 10 over 2. So the center is 6 over 2, comma minus 12 over 2, which is, which is 3 minus 6. This is the center. Remember, to find the equation of the circle, we need two things. The first one, the center. The second one is the radius. To find the radius, you have two ways to find it. The first one, find the diameter and just divide by 2. Or you just need to find the distance between the center to the B or the center to the A. So up to you which one. I will use the center to A. So just take the find the distance between the center and A to find the radius. So we know the center is 3 minus 6. So to find it, we just subtract the x coordinates. We have let's this minus this, you will get 7 minus 3 square plus minus 2 minus minus 6 square. And then we will have square root of 4 square. This one becomes plus 4 square. And then you will get square root of 32. So the equation of the circle will be x minus a square plus y minus b square equals to r square. The center, a, b. So x minus 3 square plus y minus b. So minus minus 6 plus 6 square equals to, the radius is square root of 32, means that r square is 32. Okay guys, let's solve the third question. Here we have the equation of a circle. Now we have the general form of the circle equation. And we have points A and point B lie on the circle. The first question, find the values of A and B and find the coordinates of the center of the circle. First thing first, because we know that A and B lie on the circle, we can substitute to our equation. That should work because that lies on our circle. So we substitute for A, 1, 1, we substitute becomes, this is x, this is y, so 1 square plus 1 square plus A times 1 plus B times 1 minus 12 equals to 0. We solve for the equation that we have, we will get 2 plus A plus B minus 12 equals to 0. So we get A plus B minus 10 equals to 0. A plus B equals to 10. And we substitute B because B also lie on the circle. So B, 2 minus 6. 2 is our x, 6 is our y. We substitute, we will get 2 square plus minus 6 square plus A times 2 plus B times minus 6 minus 12 equals to 0. Here we have 4 plus 36 plus 2A minus 6B minus 12 equals to 0. Sorry, my 6 looks like B. And then we just simplify. We have, this is 40 minus 12. Yeah, this is 2A minus 6B. This is 40 minus 12. You will get plus 28 equals to 0. So we have 2A minus 6B equals to minus 28. You can simplify more. Divide both sides by 2. You will get A minus 3B equals to minus 14. Now, it's easy to find the value of a and b. You just need to substitute, or you can do elimination. We have a plus b equals to 10. We have a minus 3b equals to minus 14. We can subtract to eliminate the a. So we'll get 4b equals to 24. So b equals to 6. And then substitute to find a plus 6 equals to 10. So a equals to 4. So we have a and b is 4 and 6. And how to find the coordinates of the circle, the center of the circle. Just substitute a and b because we define it to our general form of our line equation, circle equation. We will get x squared plus y squared plus 4x plus 6y minus 12 equals to 0. Now, from here, to find the center, you need to do completing the square. Because we have x and y, let's collect the x. Okay, we move it together. We have x squared plus 4x. And then we have y squared and 6y. So plus y squared plus 6y. And we just have a constant here equals to 0. So we have two quadratic to be completed. Yeah, the square. So let's do it. The first one, we have x squared plus 4x. So we divide 4 by 2. So we will get x plus 2 squared. Right? And after that, we expand. X plus 2 squared equals to x squared plus 4x plus 4. So we have extra 4 here, but we don't have extra 4 here. So we have to subtract by 4. And for this one, we have y squared plus 6y. We divide 6 by 2. We will get y plus 3 squared. And then we, once again, expand. Y squared plus 6y plus 9. Here we have extra 9, but we don't have extra 9 here. So we need to subtract by 9 to eliminate the y here. Sorry, the 9 here. And then minus 12 equals to 0. Now from here, we collect the square, x plus 2 square plus y plus 3 square, and then we just calculate this. Minus 4 minus 9 minus 12 becomes minus 25 equals to 0, and then we can move the constant to the right. So here, our completed square form of our circle equation, and we compare with the formula x minus a squared plus y minus b squared equals to r squared. Because the equation just the center of the circle, just look at the number here. So the first one is minus a equals to 2, so a equals to minus 2. Minus b equals to 3, so b equals to negative 3. So the center, let's call it C, will be minus 2 minus 3. The second question, find the equation of the tangent to the circle at the point A, giving your answer in the form px plus qy equals to k, where p, q, and k are integer. So, we have our circle now. Okay, let's say this is the circle. Okay, and then we have point A, 1, 1. I don't know where is it, but let's put it here. Yeah, this is A. Let's say this is A. And then our center is minus 2, minus 3. Our A is 1, 1. So to make it more realistic, maybe I move it here. This is A, 1, 1. The center, we get the center is minus 2, minus 3. Now, how to find the tangent at point A? The tangent at point A is a line that just barely touch the circle at point A. And how to find this equation? Remember, to find the equation of the line, we need two things. The first one is the gradient of the tangent. We don't know this. And the second one, we need one point on the line. We have this, which is A, 1, 1. So we just need to find the gradient of our tangent. and we already have the 1 point on the line, and then we can apply the formula of the line equation. But how to find the gradient of the tangent? To find the gradient of the tangent, we apply the characteristic here. Okay, keep in mind that the tangent and the radius are always perpendicular. This is the concept. So tangent line always perpendicular to the radius of your circle. This is the concept. So we just need to find the gradient of your radius. Let's call it M1. This is M2. So let's find M1, the gradient of our radius from A to C. So just apply y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So from here, let's call this one x1, y1, x2, y2. We will have 1 minus minus 3 over 1 minus minus 2. You will get 4 over 3. This is the gradient of the radius. So the gradient of a tangent, because it's perpendicular, so you can apply the formula of the perpendicular. M2 equals to minus 1 over M1. So you will get minus 1 over 4 over 3. You will get minus 3 over 4. Which means you just flip this number and then put negative in front. Now, to find the equation of the line, we have the gradient of our tangent, and we have the 1 point on the line. So you just apply the formula of the equation of the line. So equation of the tangent will be y minus y1 equals to m in the bracket x minus x1. So y minus, this is x1, this is y1, the line of the point on the line. So 1 minus 1 equals to minus 3 over 4, x minus 1. So simplify, we multiply both sides by 4 to eliminate the fraction. You will get y minus 1 equals to negative 3, x minus 1. Sorry, this one for y minus 4. And then we will have for y minus 4 equals to minus 3x plus 3. We want to make it into this form. So x and y on the left. So you put it on the left, 3x plus 4y equals to 3 plus 4. So the answer is 3x plus 4y equals to 7. Let's move on to the next question. Here we have the line y equals to 2x plus 5 intersects the circle with equation x squared plus y squared equals to 20 at A and B. Find the coordinates of A and B in third form and find the exact length of the chord AB. So, first thing first, because this is the intersection, A and B is the intersection of line and the circle, so we can once again substitute the line to our circle. We will get x squared plus y squared, we substitute 2x plus 5 squared equals to 20. And we solve for the x. We will get x squared plus, we have 4x squared plus 20x plus 25 equals to 20. And then we can add these two together. We will get 5x squared plus 20x and then plus 5 equals to 0. We can divide both sides by 5. You will get x squared plus 4x plus 1 equals to 0. Now, from here, we can solve for x. But as you can see, we cannot factorize this. So you can either using the quadratic formula or you can use completed the square form. So let me use the completed square form method. We will get this one. For x, we divide by 2. So it becomes x plus 2 square. And we expand, we check x plus 2 square equals to x squared plus 4x plus 4. We have extra 4, but we have only 1 here. So from 4 to 1, we have to subtract by 3 equals to 0. So we have x plus 2 square equals to 3. From here, we just take the square root. Both sides, we get x plus 2 equals to plus minus square root of 3. So our x equals to -2 plus minus square root of 3. Now, this is my x. We have two value of x. The first one is x equals to -2 plus square root of 3. The second one is x equals to -2 minus square root of 3. Now you just need to find the y because the question is the coordinate. So we need to find the y value as well. Just substitute to the easiest one, which is the line. So substitute y is 2x plus 5. So we substitute x. So y equals to 2 times -2 plus square root of 3 plus 5. So our y will be -4 plus 2 square root of 3 plus 5, or 1 plus 2 square root of 3. We also substitute this one. We get 2 times -2 minus square root of 3 plus 5. And then you will get -4 minus 2 square root of 3 plus 5. And then you get 1 minus 2 square root of 3. So these two are the coordinates of A and B. This is x, this is y, this is x, this is y. So let me write here. So this is the coordinate of A. The first one is -2 plus square root of 3, 1 plus 2 square root of 3, and our B, -2 minus square root of 3, and 1 minus 2 square root of 3. Now, the next question, find the exact length of the chord AB. So, to find the exact length of the chord AB, we apply the formula. It's to narrow the space. So, let's find the distance between AB. Use the formula square root of. So, we subtract this with this. Yeah, so we will get -2 minus square root of 3 minus -2 plus square root of 3 square. And after that, we have plus y2 minus y1. So we will get 1 minus 2 square root of 3 minus, in the bracket, 1 plus 2 square root of 3 square. Looks complicated. So we'll have square root of, let's calculate, -2 minus -2, just 0, right? And we have -3 minus square root of 3 minus square root of 3. You will get -2 square root of 3 square plus this one. We have 1 minus 1 cancel, and we have -2 square root of 3 minus 2 square root of 3. You will get -4 square root of 3 square. I think my square root too long. Now, and then you just calculate this one. -2 square is 4. And then we have square root of 3 square becomes 3. So 4 times 3 plus -4 square is 16. And then square root of 3 square is 3. Now, you will get square root of 4 times 3 is 12 plus 16 times 3 is 48. So the AB is square root of 60. So the exact line of chord AB is square root of 60. Or you can also simplify more if you want. So square root of 60 equals to square root of 4 times 15. Alright? So you will get to square root of 15, also correct. Now, the second question. A straight line through the point 10, 0 with gradient m is a tangent to the circle. Find the two possible values of m. So, we don't know whether this point lie on the circle or not. Is it outside or inside our circle? So, we need to sketch what happened with our graph. First thing first, we have the circle equation. Let's write here, x squared plus y squared equals to 20. Means that the radius is square root of 20 because this equals to r squared, right? So r equals to square root of 20. And the coordinate is at the center of the center is at 0, 0. So because x minus a square plus y minus b square equals to r square, so r is square root of 20. A and b, we don't have a value inside, so it's just 0 and 0. So the coordinate center is 0, 0. This is the center. And the radius is square root of 20. So let's say square root of 20 is here. So this is our circle. But this coordinate is 10, 0. Square root of 20 also here because that is the radius. But 10 is much bigger than square root of 20. So 10 is around here. 10, 0. So that means our point lie outside the circle. Now, the second question, find the two possible values of m. Let's see. A straight line through this point with gradient m is a tangent to the circle. So how do we create the tangent from this point? We can go this way or this way. There is no other way to find the tangent. So let me sketch this. So go to this way, this is the point, and go to this way. Yeah, kind of like this. Yeah, so we have two possible values of m. Okay, so how to find the value of m? Let's see. First thing first, this is square root of 20 is here. Yeah, I'll move it here. Square root of 20 is here. First thing first, we need to find the intersection between the lines and the circle, right? So let's construct the equation of the line first. So the equation of the line, we know that the straight line passing through this point, and we have unknown gradient. So we can use the formula y minus y1 equals to m in the bracket x minus x1. So we have y minus 0 because y is 0, m x minus 10 because x1 is 10. So we have the equation is y equals to m in the bracket x minus 10. So this is the equation of our line. So can go up, can go down, depends on the value of m. The second one, we can find the intersection of these two. So to find the intersection between the circle and the line, we substitute. All right. So we will get the circle is this. So x squared plus y squared equals to 20. We substitute. We will get x squared plus m. Maybe I'll expand so it become easier. This becomes y equals to mx minus 10m, yeah. So this becomes mx minus 10m squared equals to 20. Now we just need to expand x squared plus m squared x squared minus 2 times this times this. We will get 20m squared x plus we square this, you will get 100m squared equals to 20. Now it looks complicated. So let's collect the x squared. We take out the x squared. We will get 1 plus m squared x squared. And this is the only one that has x. So minus 20m squared x plus the constant, which is 100m squared minus 20. We put bracket. Now, how do we find the m? Because we know that both of these lines only touch the circle at one point. So we can apply the discriminant. So if it is a tangent line, we can, after we combine the line, this is the concept, guys. If we already combine the line equation to the circle, if the line only touch the circle at one point, we can apply the discriminant formula and make it equal to 0. So tangent, if it is a tangent, means that the discriminant of the combined equation must be equal to 0 because we only have one solution for each line, right? So that means we just need to find the discriminant. This is our A, this is our B, this is our C. So we substitute. B square means that we have minus 20m square minus 4. A is 1 plus m square times C is 100m square minus 20. Must be equal to 0. Let's continue. We have 400m to the power of 4. And then we have minus 4. Let's expand these two brackets first. So we have 1 times 100m square, 100m square. This times this becomes minus 20. This times this plus 100m4. This times this becomes minus 20m square equals to 0. And then we multiply by 4. Or maybe I just divide by 4. Come easier. So we divide by 4. So we will get 100m4. This cancel, right? We will get minus 100m square plus 20 minus 100m4 plus 20m square equals to 0. All of them we can divide by 20. Thanks God. We have 5m4 minus 5m square. And then plus 1, we have minus 5m4 plus m square equals to 0. You can combine this with this, and thanks God, cancel. So, cancel. So we only have minus 5m square and m square becomes minus 4m square plus 1 equals to 0. So we will get 4m square equals to 1. So m square equals to 1 over 4, which gives us m equals to plus minus square root of 1 over 4, which is m equals to plus minus square root of half. So this is the answer. Do you have a simpler method to solve part B? Because it's too long, just for 5 marks. Yes. So let's do the second method, and it's way easier. So if you want to find the value of m, you need to focus on this triangle. Okay, and we know that the tangent line and the radius always create 90 degree, right? So we can apply the Pythagoras formula to find the length of our tangent. So this is our hypotenuse is 10. Our height here is square root of 20 because that's our radius as well. So we can find the length using the Pythagoras. So L square equals to square root of 10 square minus square root of 20 square. So, sorry, this one already L. So we will get square root of 100 minus 20. So L is square root of 80. Now, how to find the gradient? To find the gradient, we can apply the angle. So this is angle between, let's call it theta. So theta is the angle between the tangent line and the x-axis. So because we know that the gradient is also equals to tangent theta, so m equals to tangent theta, so just calculate the tangent. So tangent is opposite divided by adjacent. So the opposite is this square root of 20 divided by adjacent is square root of 80. So tangent theta equals to square root of 20 divided by square root of 80. And then we just simplified. This one becomes square root of 20 over this one becomes 2 square root of 20. And then you will get 1 over 2. And then to find the second gradient, you apply the same thing, but we know that due to symmetry, it's just opposite. So that means the second gradient is m equals to plus minus 1 over 2. That's faster way. Okay guys, so let's move on to the next question. Here we have 3 points, A, B, and C. The first question is, given that AC and BC are equal in length, find the value of the fraction P. So, because we know that AB and BC equal, so we can use the formula of the distance between 2 points. The first one, let's focus on A and C. So let's focus on A and C first. So the formula of the distance, we subtract the x, 2p minus 5 square, plus we subtract the y, p plus 2 square, equals to, now we focus on B. We subtract the x, we will get 2p minus 10 and we square it, plus p minus 3 square. Okay, now, because both sides has square root, we can square both sides to eliminate the square root, guys. So we will get 2p minus 5 square plus p plus 2 square equals to 2p minus 10 square plus 4 minus 3 square. After this, just boring algebra, but let's do it. So we have 4p squared minus 20p plus 25 plus p squared plus 4p plus 4 equals to 4p squared minus 40p plus 100 plus p squared minus 6p plus 9. Okay, what can we eliminate from here? We can subtract both sides by 4p squared. We can subtract both sides by p squared. Yeah, that's it. So let's simplify. So this and this combined becomes minus 16p. This with this plus 29 equals to this with this minus 46p. This with this becomes 109. So minus 16p plus 46p equals to 109 minus 29. So 30p equals to 80. P equals to 8 over 3. Now, the next question is, it is now given that instead that AC is perpendicular to BC and that P is an integer. Find the value of P. When I say it is now given instead, means that the P value different because it's on different case. And we know that AC and BC perpendicular, so we can apply the formula. The gradient of AC times the gradient of BC must be equals to -1. So this is the formula if two gradients are perpendicular. So let's find MAC and BC first. Let's find AC. So A 5 minus 2. 5 minus 2. C is 2p comma p. So the gradient MAC is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So just subtract y2 minus y1, so p plus 2 over x2 minus x1, 2p minus 5. And then we calculate gradient of BC. The B coordinate, let's see, it's 10, 3. So 10, 3. Yeah. And then just use the same formula. So y2 minus y1, 2p minus 3 over, sorry, this one, p minus 3. So p minus 3 over x2 minus x1. So 2p minus 10. Now, because they are perpendicular, when we multiply these two together must be equals to -1. So we multiply p plus 2 over 2p minus 5 multiply p minus 3 over 2p minus 10 equals to -1. So let's multiply the top part with the top part. We will get p square, yeah, it's like a bracket, then just multiply p square minus 3p plus 2p minus 6 over, we also multiply this with this, the bottom part. We will get 4p square minus 20p minus 10p plus 50. Yeah, and that equals to -1. Let's simplify a little bit. P square minus p minus 6 over 4p squared minus 30p plus 50 equals to -1. And then we multiply both sides by denominator, so we will get p squared minus p minus 6 equals to negative in the bracket 4p squared minus 30p plus 50. Now, from here, we just need to simplify. This one becomes negative 4p squared plus 30p minus 50. And then we move all to the left side, becomes p squared plus 4p squared, 5p squared, minus p, minus 30p, minus 31p, minus 6 plus 50 becomes plus 44 equals to 0. Now, from here, we need to solve for p. Looks complicated, so let's do factorization. I think it works. So, first thing first, we multiply 5 and 44. 5 times 44 is 220. And we find two value. When we multiply, we get 220, but when we add, we get minus 31. That is minus 11 and minus 20, right? Because we multiply, we get 220. If we add, becomes minus 31. So we can separate this, becomes 5p squared minus 20p minus 11p plus 44 equals to 0. Now, from here, we can just factorize this and this. So this becomes 5p in the bracket p minus 4. This one, you can take minus 11, and then p minus 4 equals to 0. And both sides has p minus 4, so we can take out again p minus 4 times 5p minus 11 equals to 0. Now, we have two value of p. The first one is p equals to 4 or p equals to 11 over 5. So these are our answer. Move on to the next part of the question. Here we have find the equation of the circle which passes through ABC, giving your answer in the form of this. Okay, this is the continuation from the previous one. And from the previous one, we know that AC is perpendicular to BC. That sounds familiar. We want to create a circle which passes through A, B, and C, and we know that AC is perpendicular to BC. That means this is the circle. If you remember, if you have a circle and we have 3 points and it creates a right angle triangle, okay, this is the 90 degree, and AC perpendicular to BC. So this is A, this is C, perpendicular with BC. So that means from here we know that AB is the diameter. So if you have a circle, 3 points on the circle, and it creates a right angle triangle, means that this side is the diameter, which is the AB. So if you want to find the equation of the circle, remember we need two things. The first one is the center. We can find the center just finding the midpoint of AB. Why? Because AB is a diameter, so the middle is just a center. So let's take the A and B from the previous one, 5 minus 2, 10, 3. So A is 5 minus 2, B is 10, 3. So the midpoint, you just take the average of x value. You add 5 plus 10 divided by 2 and the y, minus 2 plus 3 divided by 2. So the midpoint will be 15 over 2 and 1 over 2. Okay, the radius now. To find the radius, you just need to find the length of between the center and one of the points. So you can take C and B, or C with A, or even C with C. We have C, so let's call it D then. So D is the center, so we can find the distance between D and B. D is the midpoint. So the radius will be square root of, now we do the D and the A or B. I will use B. So the distance will be square root of, you subtract the x value. So 10 minus, this one is 7.5 square, plus 3 minus 0.5 square. So the radius will be square root of 2.5 square plus 2.5 square. Oh, it's good. So when we calculate 2.5 square, using calculator, you will get square root of 6.25 plus 6.25. So you will get square root of 12.5 or square root of 25 over 2. This is the radius. Now, because we want to make in that form, so the equation of the circle will be x minus a square plus y minus b square equals to r square. So a and b is the midpoint. Sorry. A and b is the midpoint. So we substitute x minus 15 over 2, yeah, square, plus y minus half square equals to r square. So we square it, becomes 25 over 2. Okay, now because we want to make into this form, so we can expand x square minus 15x plus 225 over 4, and then plus y square minus y plus 1 over 4 equals to 25 over 2. And then we're almost done. This and this, x squared plus y squared, and then minus 15x minus y, and we just calculate this plus this minus this. Let me use calculator to be quick. So 2 to 5 over 4 plus 1 over 4 minus 25 over 2. And you will get, oh, a good number, plus 44 equals to 0. So this is our equation. Okay guys, let's move on to the next question. Here we have the diagram shows a circle P with center 0, 2 and radius 10, and a tangent to the circle at point A with coordinates 6 and 10. So maybe it's the center. This is 0, let's do it here, 0, 2, and A is 6, 10. This is a tangent to the circle P. It also shows a second circle Q with center at the point where this tangent meets the x-axis. So this tangent will meet or cuts the y-axis, and this will be the center of our Q. And the radius is 5 over 2 square root of 5. So the question is, write down the equation of circle P. Okay, it's just straightforward because we know the center is this, the radius is 10, just use the formula. X minus a square plus y minus b square equals to r square. This is our a, this is our b, this is our r. So x minus 0 square plus y minus 2 square equals to 100, or x square plus y minus 2 square equals to 100. The second question, find the equation of the tangent to the circle P at A. So if you want to find the tangent equation, keep in mind that you can take the radius, and the radius and the tangent is always 90 degrees. So the key here is radius always perpendicular to the tangent. We know that the tangent, if you want to find the equation of the tangent line, you need two things. The first one point that lies on the tangent. We have that, which is A, which is 6, 10. And you need the gradient of the tangent. We call it MT. But what is MT? We need to find MT from this information. So we can find the gradient of the radius. So we have 0, 2, 6, 10. Yeah, so let's do it here. 0, 2, and 6, 10. So find the gradient of the radius. So we have y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. This is y2 x2 y1 x1. So 10 minus 2 over 6 minus 0. We will get 8 over 6 or 4 over 3. Because radius and tangent is perpendicular, so we can use minus 1 over m radius. So we will get minus 1 over 4 over 3, or you just swap the number 3 over 4 and you put negative. So mt is minus 3 over 4. We have the point, we have the gradient. So use the equation of the line, y minus y1 equals to m in the bracket x minus x1. So y minus 10, yeah, this is the y, this is the x, x1, y1, equals to minus 3 over 4, x minus 6. I don't like the 4, so we multiply both sides by 4. We will get 4y minus 40 equals to minus 3 in the bracket x minus 6. So we'll get 4y minus 40 equals to minus 3x plus 18. And then we have 3x plus 4y equals to 18 plus 40, which is 3x plus 4y equals to 58. This is the equation. Now, I copy the picture here so you can solve part C together. Find the equation of circle Q and hence verify that the y coordinates of both the points of the intersection of the two circles are 11. So, first thing first, we need to find the equation of the circle Q. Because we know that we only have one information on Q. The radius is, the radius is 5 over 2 square root of 5. So the radius here is 5 over 2 square root of 5. But we have the second information, which is the center at the point where the tangent meets the y-axis. So this is our line, tangent line from P. Yeah, this is tangent line, 3x plus 4y equals to 58. And this will cut the y-axis and become the center of our Q. So we need to find the center. Yeah, we just need to substitute. So the y-intercept will be x equals to 0. So this is like 0, comma y. So substitute the 0 to get the x. Sorry, x equals to 0 to find the y. So we will get 3 times 0 plus 4 times y equals to 58. So y equals to 58 divided by 4. Let me use calculator, so make it fast. We'll get 29 over 2 or 14.5. So the equation of the circle Q will be x minus a square plus y minus b square equals to r square. So a, this is b, so a is 0, so just x square, plus b is this, y minus 14.5 square equals to r square, so 5 over 2 square root of 5 square. We will get x square plus y minus 14.5 square equals to, let me see, just use calculator, faster. So 5 over 2 square root of 5 square. We will get 31.25. So this is the circle Q. Now, next question is, hence verify that the y coordinates of both of the points of intersection of the two circles are 11. So, we have the intersection between two circles, which is this one and this one, and we need to show that the y coordinate, both of them, 11. So how to show that? We have two circle equation. The first one is, this is the Q, and we have the P. The P is x square plus y minus 2 square equals to 100. So how to find intersection between two circles now? We need to substitute, right? Or you can do elimination. So let's do elimination. So I want to subtract p with q. X squared plus y minus 2 squared equals to 100. X squared plus y minus 14.5 squared equals to 31.25. So we subtract to eliminate the x because we want to find the y. So we will have y minus 2 squared minus y minus 14.5 squared equals to 100 minus 31.25. The number is so ugly. 68.75. So we can expand y squared minus 4y plus 4 minus, put bracket, y squared minus 1429y and then plus 14.5 squared is so ugly, 120.25 equals to 68.75. So, oh, thanks God, y squared cancel. So we only have minus 4y minus 29y. You will get 25y. So 25y. And we have 4 minus this minus this. So let me use calculator. 4 minus 210.25 minus 68.75. You will get minus 275.27 equals to 0. So we have 25y equals to 275.27. So y equals to, you divide, you will get 11.0108. Make it 3 sig fig. Yeah, it equals to 11. So we prove that the intersection is at 11, the y coordinate. And the last one, find the coordinates of the point of the intersection of the tangent and circle Q, giving the answer in third form. Okay, so we need to find the section between the tangent, which is 3x plus 4y equals to 58. 3x plus 4y equals to 58. We intersect with the circle Q, which is the ugly one. I don't like the equation here. X squared plus y minus 14.5 squared equals to 31.25. Yeah, just substitute, guys. So let's substitute x or y. Yeah, let's do x. So 3x equals to 58 minus 4y. So x equals to 58 minus 4y over 3. We substitute to our circle. We will get 58 minus 4y over 3 square plus, let me write down in fraction, 29.2 square equals to, before 31.25. 31.25 in the fraction is 125 over 4. Okay. Hope it's better. Use fraction. So we have 58 square 3t64 minus 2 times 4 times 58 minus 464y plus 16y square over 9 plus y square minus 29y plus 29 over 2 square, 841 over 4 equals to 125 over 4. Yeah, once again, I don't like the number, so ugly. Okay, before I multiply, let's subtract first. So we subtract it with this. So I just copy this. And then we have this plus y minus 29y, and we subtract 841 over 4 minus 125 over 4. Oh, it gives us good number 179 equals to 0. Now I can multiply both sides by 9 finally. 3364 minus 464y plus 16y squared plus 9y squared minus 29 times 9 minus 261y plus 179 times 9, 1611 equals to 0. Finally, now we can simplify this with this, becomes 25y squared. This with this, minus 464 minus 261 is minus 725y. This with this, we add 3364 plus 1611 plus 4975 equals to 0. To be honest, the number is so ugly. 25y squared minus 725y plus 4975 equals to 0. This is to solve this, right? Okay. We divide. Can I divide by 25? Yes, finally. Divide by 25. So y squared 725 divided by 25 is 29. So 29y plus 4975 divided by 25 is 199. Once again, a bad number. Okay. So now we just have to solve for y, use the quadratic formula. So this is a equals to 1, b is minus 29, and c is 199. So use the formula. So y equals to 29 plus minus square root of 29 minus 29 square minus 4 times 1 times 199 over 2a. 2 is 1, a is 1. So y equals to 29 plus minus, use calculator because the number is so ugly. Oh, I get a good number, 3 squared of 5 over 2. So we have two value of y, which is, let's divide. So 29 over 2, we get 14.5 plus 1.5 square root of 5, or 14.5 minus 1.5 square root of 5. Okay, after we find y, we just need to find x, right? So we know that x is this. So x is equals to 58 minus 4y over 3. So we substitute to find x. The first y, we use this. 58 minus 4 times 14.5 plus 1.5 square root of 5 over 3. Let's use calculator. So we have 58 minus 4 times 14.5 plus 1.5 square root of 5 over 3. For the first one, we will get minus 2 square root of 5. And then for the second x, do the same thing. 58 minus 4 times the second one. 14.5 minus 1.5 square root of 5 over 3. I know it's so ugly, but the number will be good at the end. 2 square root of 5. So we have two coordinates. The first one is this with this. Minus 2 square root of 5. 14.5 plus 1.5 square root of 5. And the second one is 2 square root of 5. And this 14.5 minus 1.5 square root of 5. We cannot make it decimal because the question is in the third form. Okay guys, finally the last question for this video. So we have the diagram shows a circle with this equation and the tangent to the circle at point P 5, 4. The tangent to the circle meets the x-axis at A and B. The question is, find the area of a triangle OAB where O is the origin. So, if we look at the picture here, this is OB, this is OA. So, we need to find this area of this triangle. So, how to find the area of the triangle? We need to find the base, which is the A value, and the B, which is the Y value. So, we need to find the A and B. But if you want to find B and A, you need to know the equation of the tangent line, which we can find it by using the concept, once again, radius always perpendicular to the tangent. But what is the radius here? We don't know the center, right? This is center. So we need to find the center first. So how to find the center? We have this equation, right, of the circle. Now we need to find the center. How to find the center? We need to completing the square. So x squared plus 6, sorry, minus 6x, we collect all the x, we collect all the y, and we have minus 27 at the end. Complete the square, so x minus 3 square, and then we have x minus 3 square, we expand, becomes x squared minus 6x plus 9. We have extra 9, but we don't have plus 9 here, so we minus 9. And then plus this, we complete the square, we get y plus 2, but when we expand y plus 2, you will get extra 4. So we need to subtract 4. And then minus 27 equals to 0. So we have x minus 3 square plus y plus 2 square minus 9 minus 4 minus 27 is minus 40. Yeah, minus 40. And we move it to the right, becomes 40. So from here, we get the center is 3 minus 2. So the center, let's call it C, is 3 minus 2. The center is 3 minus 2. Now from here, it's easy. Because the radius is always perpendicular to tangent, means that we need to find the gradient. Because we know that the gradient of a tangent is minus 1 over m radius because it's perpendicular. So we need to find the gradient of the radius, use the formula y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. From the picture, so we have y2, 4 minus minus 2 over x2, 5 minus 3. So we will get 6 over 2, which gives us a nice number, finally, 3. So the m tangent will be minus 1 over 3. So we have the gradient of the tangent, we have the point on the tangent line, which is 5, 4. So we get the equation of tangent line is y minus y1 equals to m in the bracket x minus x1. So y minus 4 equals to, the gradient is minus 1 over 3, x minus x1 is 5. Now, we just have to find a and b. If we find a and b, we can multiply a and b and divide by 2 to get the area of the triangle. So how to find a? A is the x-intercept, sorry. So a is the x-intercept. So we substitute y equals to 0 to our line. So we will get minus 4 equals to minus 1 over 3 x minus 5. Multiply both sides by negative 3. We get 12 equals to x minus 5. So x equals to 17. To get b is the y-intercept. So x equals to 0. Substitute to this equation, we will get y minus 4 equals to minus 1 over 3. X is 0, so just minus 5. So we get y minus 4 equals to 5 over 3. So multiply by 3, we get 3y minus 12 equals to 5. So 3y equals to 17. So y equals to 17 over 3. So the area of the OAB triangle, just multiply a times b divided by 2. Base times height, the base is a. So the area will be, the base is 17 times height is 17 over 3 divided by 2. And then just use calculator. So we have 17 times 17 over 3 divided by 2. We will get 289 over 6. The second question, we have point Q and R also lie on the circle, such that PQR is an equilateral triangle. Find the exact area of triangle PQR. So this is PQR. Let's draw PQR. And this make equilateral triangle. So this is the center of the circle that we have. And how to find the area of this equilateral triangle. So the trick here is we know that the center to P, the center to R, the center to Q, all of them are radius. So instead of calculating all of them, we calculate one of these first. And due to symmetry, this area will equals to this and also equal to this. So we know that the radius, let's see, the radius before is 40 or square root of 40. The radius is square root of 40. So the radius is square root of 40. This is square root of 40. And because the triangle is equilateral triangle, we know that the angle, this is all 60 degree. This is also 60 degree, but we take the half of it, so it becomes 30. This is 30, this is 30, and then use the 180 degree minus 30, we'll get 120 degree. So let's say the center is C. So let's find the area of CPR, the triangle CPR. So we have square root of 40, square root of 40, so we can use the area of a triangle using sine. So the formula is half AB sine C. Means that we multiply the sides times the sides. So half times the side is 40 times the side is 40 times sine of the angle between the square root of 40 and square root of 40. So side angle side. So sine 120 degree. So we calculate here, becomes 1 over 2 times square root of 40, square root of 40 is 40. Sine 120 is just square root of 3 over 2. So it equals to 10 square root of 3. Now, this is the area of one single triangle. Due to symmetry, this area will equals to this and equals to this. So just multiply by 3. So the area of PQR will be 3 times 10 square root of 3, which is equals to 30 square root of 3.